Magalan, home to a civilization of millions. Until the comet hit. Earthquakes shattered its cities. Firestorms swept the planet. And as Magalan fell into darkness, the survivors faced a world that was unrecognizable. Fighting amongst the ruins of the old world, new factions arose. The Berserkers, the Clerics, the Outlaws, each with their own vision of the future. But it wasn't only the struggle for scarce old world resources that drove them, for the comet had brought something new. ELEX, an element unknown to Magalan. It could fuel technology, change the evolution of life, open new abilities to those with the will to control it. For the clerics, it drove new technological innovation. For the outlaws, drugs to free their minds. To berserkers, it gave the power of magic. Seduced by ELEX's power, some began to consume it. Addicted, overwhelmed, most degenerated into vicious, mindless mutants. But there were some who could control their addiction. To them, at the cost of their emotions, ELEX offered strength, focus, and stamina. These people called themselves the Albs. Seemingly unstoppable, the Albs have waged war on all who will stand between them and their need to obtain ELEX. Advancing from the frozen wastes of Zakor and their fortress ice palace, the Albs threaten the future of all the factions on Magalan. Now, as Alb forces prepare their final assault, Jax, renowned Alb commander, is sent on a solo mission. One Alb, selected to change the fate of Magalan.
Jax, you've failed your mission. You know our directive. There can be only one consequence for failure.
dead. I better move before they come back to finish the job. And I better find a weapon. Must have been here for days. The ELEX is gone from my system. I feel weak. Think, Jax. My weapons, my armor. Did Calyx take them? No. If Calyx had seen I was still alive, he would have finished the job. It was someone else. This is Idan. Enemy territory. If Calyx returns, or if the Berserkers find me, I'll be dead for sure. World ruins. Maybe I could find something useful in there. My skin. I look like one of the free people. There mustn't be a scrap of ELEX left in my body.
U3, one of my crony units. It looks like it took a lot of damage in the crash. That's unsalvageable. I'm wondering where crony U4 is. If it's still active, then I might find it here in Adan. Finding that drone would be helpful.
Importing technology from the old world. That's all that's here. I'd better move on.
Here in enemy territory. What was Calyx doing here so far from Zakor?
If I want answers, I need to find him. And, for that, I'll need weapons and equipment.
Evacuation sequence initiated. Remain calm and proceed to the indicated exits immediately. Follow all instructions from service personnel. Thank you for your visit to the observatory.
My jetpack. Finally some luck. The guy that took my armor must have dropped it. Now, all I need to do is find a way out, cross kilometers of enemy territory, and find out why my brother tried to kill me. What could go wrong? Edan, the land of the Berserkers. If they recognize me, they could finish Calix's job for him.
Come on, get up. If you're gonna make a habit of attacking people without warning, you should get better at it. I heard you before you even left the ruins.
Someone tried to kill me. They stole my armor and my equipment. Then I find you here waiting to finish the job.
First you attack me, then you accuse me of being a thief and a murderer? If I wanted you dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Trust me. You need to apologize.
Prove you're not the thief, and I might trust you. Only facts matter, not words.
Trusting people quickly out here is as good a way to get killed as walking around without a decent weapon. Which means you just got very, very lucky. I can help you find a safe place and new equipment, if you stop trying to attack me.
Why would you help me?
That's my job. I look for people out here and help them reach Goliath. You'll be safe there.
Safe? You could be some kind of slaver. What is it you really want?
I want this war to be over. Until then, Goliath needs more people to survive. And people need a safe place to go. Well, a safer place than being out here on your own. But you're welcome to stay and risk being picked up by an Alb raiding party. Between them and the Rot Boars, you won't live long. Say, you didn't see anyone else up there in the ruins, did you? You're the first person I've found this trip, and it would save me a trip up there to check.
You can save yourself the effort. There's no one up there.
Well, then you got really lucky. An Alb raider crashed a few days ago, and their scouts came through looking for it. Trust me, you don't want to run into a party of Albs. But, hey, enough talk. You need to decide what you're gonna do. I'm going back to Goliath. You can come with me if you like. Safety, security, and you can find work to earn enough to buy equipment. If you want a chance to survive, it's the best offer you'll get. That's why I joined the Berserkers.
Out here, drifting and hoping to stay alive, I knew it was only a matter of time before my luck ran out. I know joining a faction doesn't appeal to everyone, but it gave me purpose. And what have you got to lose right now? Nothing from what I can see.
I will come with you, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
Trust is earned. That goes both ways. You'd better remember that. Every choice you make adds up in this world. The way you speak to people will determine your course in life. Just take a look at yourself. No armor, no weapons, no companions. You've not exactly succeeded in life, have you? Well, all that changes today. Whatever you've done before, your life can start again. A new beginning. When the next Alb raiding party comes down from the north looking for ELEX, the people of Goliath will defend you. You won't see the inside of a converter with us to protect you. Instead, you'll get a chance to prove yourself. To join us.
Why do you want to help me?
Like I said, Goliath needs people. Warriors, cultivators, hunters, storekeepers. Whatever your skills, we can find a place for you.
You'll train me and give me equipment?
If you stay, you'll have to earn your place. But be you cleric, outlaw, or alb, that's true everywhere. Sure, you'll get given orders and you'll have to follow the law, but it's not like you have things easy out here. Look, we can keep talking, but at some point, you gotta decide. So, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna stay here, or come with me?
What if I decided to leave?
Then you can go. You can only join one faction, but there will always be ways to explore the world. That's what I do, after all. We should get going. This is Rotboard territory. You won't last long if a pack of them turn up here. Follow me to Goliath, and you can earn the ELEX to buy armor and supplies. Trust me, you'll need them.
I will come with you to Goliath. Lead the way.
Then follow me. And if we lose each other for any reason, you'll find Goliath to the east, at the foot of the mountain. Just look for the light from our mana shrine. You can see that from a good distance away. Oh, and the name's Duras. Pleased to meet you.
Just lead the way.
Very well. And keep up. Keep your eyes open. We're entering the hunting grounds of some of the local wildlife. And neither of us want to end up as Rotboard food. Let's go. Are you ready to go on? Okay. Watch your step. I've never come through this area once without getting attacked.
If it's so dangerous, why do you come out here?
Magalan almost died when the comet hit. A living, breathing planet turned to ash and dust. But the Berserkers are using their magic to bring our world back to life. Just look around you. Edan is the greenest place on Magalan. They need more people. And they offer anyone who comes the same chance to start over. We should move on. One downside of all this plant life is that you can't see the Rotboards coming.
I want to find the thief who took my armor.
Well, for anything stolen near here recently, I would start with Ray. He's an outlaw I found out here a few days ago. Very jumpy. Definitely looking for something.
Where do I find him?
Huh. I don't know. He disappeared off to the northeast. I'm guessing he went back to Tavar. But, hey, I wouldn't rush after him. He's probably sold your armor by now.
Let's keep going.
All right, then follow me. Let's go.
What are the ruins over there?
Remnants of the old world. A reminder that the past can be left behind.
Can we find anything useful there?
Maybe. Maybe. A group of clerics came through this area a few days ago. A scouting party reconnoitering Goliath. Well, that was their plan. Instead, they ran into a group of rot boars. Got chased into those ruins and haven't come out.
Eaten by rot boars? That is no death for a warrior.
Concern for an enemy. Well, you're right. No one deserves that death. I wish more people would look for common ground instead of shouting our differences. Why haven't you joined a faction?
Why did you choose to join the Berserkers and not the clerics?
The clerics follow the god Kalan, who tells them technology will save us all. I don't believe in gods, and I don't think boxes of cables hold all the answers.
I have no interest in factions. I cannot decide whether to join a faction out here. Let's go on.
Well, we have a choice to make. You're short of equipment. We could see if the clerics have left any in the ruins.
You want us to go into the ruins?
That's up to you. But there's a risk to that. So, maybe we should just head straight for Goliath. I better warn you that the creatures in there won't take prisoners. It would definitely be safer to bypass them for now. So, what do you think? Shall we risk entering the ruins?
Let's go into the ruins.
A brave choice. Opportunities are there to be seized. Those clerics should be around here somewhere. Are you ready to go on? We should get moving.
Looks like someone used this as a camp
Look
before
out!
now. Maybe I can use it. This place will come in handy.
Let's go. We should get moving. Are you ready to go on? These ruins look like they were some sort of machine shop in the old world.
You know about the old world?
Only what I've learned on my travels.
Ruins and wreckage. The old world is irrelevant.
Irrelevant? It's where we all came from. The Berserkers want to grow the world back to what it was. The other factions picked through its bones, hoping to find the technology it left us.
Do you often find clerics at Edan?
All the factions come here. For intel, for resources. We all take from each other. At least it's just raids from the clerics for now. There have been wars in the past. And it does seem like there are some clerics who want to repeat those mistakes and take us back into open warfare.
Let's go on to Goliath.
Right. Follow me.
You say there were Alps in this area. How long ago was that?
The raider crashed a week ago. It's been quiet since then. Well, apart from the scouting party on the edge of the forest. It feels like something serious is brewing up there in Zakor. And that's bad news for us all. Let's go. Are you ready to go on? go. Are you ready to go on? I'll get this one. Let's go. You should be able to make your way on alone from here. You can find supplies and get yourself back on your feet in Goliath. And then, the choice will be yours.
So I can just leave whenever I want.
You should try to get a better weapon and some armor before heading into the wastelands, but that's up to you. Have a look around our community. See what we can offer you.
What happens if you find an alb here?
They try and kill us, so we kill them. Except the Separatists, a group of Albs that has broken away from Zakor. Maybe they could be allies.
You think the Separatists will help you fight the Albs?
Maybe these Separatists want to join the Free People. Maybe they're just another threat. But I'm sure that together, we can defeat the Albs. But for now, the Separatists are outnumbered, without friends and defiant. They're already finding life is hard out here if you haven't joined one of the factions. That makes them jumpy, so I'd be careful around them. They're suspicious of everyone. Well, we have reached Goliath, but this is only the start of your journey. Look for me once you've settled in. You'll find me up at Warlord Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliath.
All right, you can stop there. In the name of the Hooded Crows, and with a power invested in me by the warlords of Goliath, I hereby challenge you to state who you are and what you want. You should know that Goliath is eternally vigilant in its search for Albs.
Dura sent me here.
Oh, you're one of Duras's hand-me-ons, are ya? You better think about reporting to Ragnar, or one of the other warlords when you get in then. They'll check you're not an Alb spy. All right. You can go in, but all weapons must remain sheathed. Start anything, and a paladin will turn you to ash faster than you can say, I wish that Duras guy hadn't sent me here. Oh, and don't steal anything, or flash technology around. I don't expect any more or less from you.
Understood.
Good. Then I welcome you in the name of the Berserkers.
Who are the Hooded Crows?
We are the warrior clan of the Berserkers. Our warlord Ragnar, proven in battle, worthy defender of Goliath, leads us as we stand to defend our cause from all who would oppose it, from within or without. We stand as guardians for fairness and justice, equality and order. All who wish to join the Berserkers must answer to Ragnar.
Who's Ragnar?
How can you not have heard of him? Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is the highest warlord here in Goliath. Literally, he lives up there in the ruins from the old world.
Who's in charge here?
Weren't you listening? As long as Thorold, the great pilgrim and master of all magic, is away on retreat, Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows, is in charge. Warlord of warlords, mighty and just, he is an example to us all. I wouldn't go knocking on his door unless you're serious about joining us. But you might get lucky and see him in the lower quarter. He likes to keep an eye on things personally.
Right, got it.
That's why Duras sent you here? To be recruited? You better join us and not the outlaws if you want to live. Follow the laws, impress people, and Ragnar might see fit to let you become a berserker. Break the laws, and we'll break you.
So, what can I do to earn my stay?
Can you handle a weapon?
Yes.
Then you'll find work. We're short of people since the attacks began.
This place doesn't sound too safe.
Where is? With the Albs looking to tear down this whole world.
It sounds like you're expecting trouble.
Outlaws, clerics, and now the Albs starting wars, and that's before we talk about mutants. Where have you been if you don't think there's trouble in the world? But don't worry, you'll be safe here. No Albs getting past me.
Is there somewhere I can stay in Goliath?
Maybe, down by the tavern or with the cultivators. Try the lower quarter. There's room there for honest men. Pay your way, or work for your stay, and you'll be welcome. We are the protectors of Magalan, and we welcome all free people here.
So, your leader Thorold is not in the city?
No. Master Thorold, the Pilgrim, glorious, great, and wise, has gone into retreat. There he seeks answers. From there he will return to bring us victory. He will return as soon as his mission is successful. Until then, he has given Warlord Ragnar command of Goliath.
Okay, I've got it. You're short of people?
Everyone's lost people to the Alps. Workers, cultivators, warriors. They're all looking for more hands. You'll need to earn your place. But there are tasks for all hands. And the shards to pay for them.
You use shards as money?
What else are you going to use? Everyone uses ELEX as money. And don't start on with trying to barter your way with raptor shit. You'll need ELEX or decent old world scrap if you want to make a deal.
We'll talk later, yeah?
Hey, incomer. You're new here, right?
Is it that obvious?
Oh, I only arrived here recently myself. There are just too many raiding parties out there now. If you don't belong to a faction, well, you're just counting the days until you're dead. I was pretty badly injured when I was brought here. They took me in and patched me up. But I wish I had more than this simple weapon to defend myself with. This doesn't exactly make me feel safe.
Where are you from?
A farm on the border with Abessa. I came here when the Albs raided the farm. The berserkers found me and brought me here. But protection came at a price. My safety for a law that is more limiting than freeing. They reject all technology. Can you imagine that?
So, is there anywhere to trade here?
That depends what you want to buy. Traders need to be authorized, and what they can sell is restricted. You'll need to look elsewhere if you want energy weapons, or anything more advanced than a hand-sharpened stick. And whatever you want to buy, you'll need to find the shards to pay. Say, you look like you could do with something to eat. Take this as a gift.
You don't think technology should be forbidden?
Look at the people here. They want to change the world, but they're doing it one handful of soil at a time. Sore backs, blistered hands, slow progress. Goliad is civilized, but it's not exactly civilization, is it? Those are my thoughts, and there are some here that share them. But there are others who would exile you from the town just for saying that technology can make a difference.
Is there anything else you don't like about Berserkers?
Don't get me wrong, the people here can be fair, they help those around them, and there's the wonder that is Berserker magic. And if you follow their laws, you will find acceptance here, all of which is 1,000 times better than you can expect from the outlaws. The people of Tavar might as well be mutants, the way they turn on everyone and everything. What I don't understand is the hatred for clerics here. The wars of the past are long gone. The enmity should be buried. Certainly the clerics believe differently about technology, but that's no reason to hate them, is it?
It sounds like you've learned a lot about the clerics.
What about you? Are you going to pledge allegiance to the Berserkers? Run off to the outlaw way of life? Or follow an interest in technology to the clerics?
I don't need anyone, or any faction.
An outlaw in the making if I ever heard one. But I'd think again. At some point, you'll need to choose a side.
What have we here? Welcome to the Berserkers. You want to make it all the way to the top? You must observe our sacred traditions. Most sacred of all, never have an empty glass. Tell me, what brings you here?
Is this your tavern?
It is indeed. Tavern, home from home, resting place for the hard-working man. We offer shelter to all loyal Berserkers. You want something to drink?
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
check the supplies. Be ready in case they return.
Hey, what's that you're hiding there?
What are you talking about?
There, on your arm. What is that?
Have you got a problem with me?
I'm trying to help you avoid a problem. It's ELEX technology, and that sort of device is forbidden to berserkers here in Goliath. Carrying a piece like that openly on your arm could get you into trouble.
I'm not carrying it. It's an implant.
An implant? Well, that gives you a reason for not removing it. Well, you don't look like an alb. Too much color in your cheeks, too much shine in your eyes. That and you've not tried to kill me. Still, best you know that should you find any other ELEX technology on your travels, you should take it to the pit for disposal.
Bothering me with that for days now.
Invite you?
So, and what is your crime?
What?
I am Warlord Ragnar, patron of this Berserker settlement, while Master Thorold is on pilgrimage. Anyone who commits a crime must answer to me. Emissaries from the other communities also have to speak to me first. So, are you an emissary? Why are you here? Speak.
I'm actually not from Edan.
Oh. Hopefully you have good news from the other lands. Otherwise, this will be a very short guest performance for you here. So you had better think very carefully about your next answer. Again, what exactly do you want here?
I'm looking for work.
You can prove yourself by helping the people of Edan. There is more than enough work to go around. So if you want to be tolerated here, you must follow my rules. These rules are very simple. If you harm the Berserker community, you will pay. If you serve the community, you will receive fair compensation for it. I hope we understand one another, because if not, you will have to answer to me. Is that clear?
You're the boss.
Yes, correct. The quicker you understand that, the better for you. Heed my advice, and you will find the Berserkers to be good hosts. Is there anything else?
Master Thorold. What kind of man is he?
Thorold is not here at the moment. The warlords are in charge of the day-to-day running, though all owe their allegiance to him, the Pilgrim. He has taken it upon himself to go into retreat, to seek the answers we need for Edan to survive. His knowledge of magic is superior to anyone's. If there is any person capable of solving the problems we face, it is the Pilgrim.
Do you think the Berserkers can stop the Alps from conquering Edan?
The Berserkers raised Edan from wasteland to forest. This is our home, and we will hold it.
I heard you had taken heavy losses.
War takes its toll. The clerics fought us, the outlaws have raided us, and now we must face the elves. But the Berserkers' roots run deep into the ground here. And we have something to fight for. With magic, with self-belief and hard steel, we have returned as many dead Albs to Zakor as they have left Berserkers dead and dying here. Cormag, Angrim, and myself will see the Berserkers stand firm. Talk to Angrim if you want to know more.
Where can I find Angrim?
Look for him in the Warriors' Quarter, near the Mana Shrine.
Where is the Warrior Quarter?
That would be near the Mana Shrine. If you wish to find something in Goliath, take your feet out of the door and find someone else to be your tour guide.
Where can I buy armor like yours?
Ha! You can't simply buy a warlord's armor. You don't even have the rank of a cultivator, let alone that of a warrior. And you want warlord's armor?
Why not?
Slow down, friend. First prove to me that you would be a good cultivator. So, make yourself useful in the city, and we can talk about better armor for you.
Let's assume I help you out.
Yes?
What kind of special tasks would you have for me?
Special tasks? Why would you figure that I need someone who can do more than just the usual?
Because I see what's going on here.
Is it that obvious that we have some problems here in Goliath?
Yes, it's apparent.
I have to admit I underestimated you. At least you're observant. But it also takes guts to confront me. So you really want to help us out?
Yes.
There are many things to be done. Our people are dedicated, but we still have supply shortages. Food, medicine, machine parts, and other equipment. There are too few cultivators in the fields. Speak to the people here, and they can tell you where your skills are best used. Earn their trust, and you may earn mine. And if you're planning to join us, then I will have a very special task for you. A lot of people come to me, looking to join us, to climb the ranks. You look like you have ambition. If you earn my trust, you'll go far here.
About my support. What do I need to do?
Ask around the city. Help the people here, and they will give a good report of you to the warlord of their clan. Some are overburdened, or are doing things that are not in line with the law. Lend them a hand, and uphold our rules.
And that means...
Don't do anything forbidden by our laws. It is that simple.
I don't work for free.
Nor should you. A man must know his value.
Then you will pay me?
You will get paid for the tasks you're given.
You could pay more.
A man should know his value. You will get paid, and you should be satisfied with the rewards you're given. No one will cheat you here. But you should not expect charity.
You're new here, right? You're an incomer? Tell me, what do you think about our laws? Do you think they should be strict, or just used as guidelines?
What laws?
You don't know of our laws? It's time you had an education.
Who are you?
My name is Ornir. I'm one of the workers at the pit. We decommission forbidden technology here, making Magalan safer one machine at a time. I came up with that. Not everyone understands what we do here, particularly incomers. But as Amrek said, technology is seduction. The easy path will lay us waste. And so, here we are, removing temptation from the weak-minded.
Why are you asking me about laws?
Well, you're not one of us. And it's surprising to me that you don't know of our laws. Listen, can I ask you a favor? As an outsider, you're not bound by our laws. Not as much as a true berserker.
What help do you need?
I believe I saw someone in the pit. Then he escaped. He's sort of hanging around outside town, down that path near the gate. I think he's an outlaw. I'm only guessing, but I think he must be after the equipment we throw down there into the pit. If it is really one, then he has to disappear.
Why don't you tell the guards?
No, if that's a real outlaw, they couldn't deal with it. They're not top-notch, that's why they're here, not on the front line. No, I wouldn't want to put them in danger, but you look like you can handle yourself.
Why would an outlaw be down there?
Stealing, of course. Bastards want nothing else but to make themselves rich. And the pit is where we throw all the bits of technology once they've had the ELEX removed. Worthless to us, but an outlaw? Well, they'd try and sell maggots to a corpse, wouldn't they?
So, why don't you take care of it?
I'm not allowed to leave here. I've got to do things. I'm a technical expert. Angrim wouldn't want me to endanger myself. I mean, if he was a piece of technology, I'd be there. The ELEX would be out. The law would be satisfied, but... Look, Angrim's already watching me. He hears I've been near an outlaw, I'm dead, or exiled.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Kill him. The outlaw. I'd recommend you do it from a distance. Don't get close. I'm certain he's up to something.
I will take care of the outlaw.
Good. Great. Thanks. I saw him by the cliff outside the gate into Goliath. You know, below the pit. You should check around there.
I have to get going.
Wait. One moment.
What now?
Seeing as you're looking to settle down here, you'll be needing to make friends, won't you? So, friend, why don't you head down to the tavern and bring me something back?
What do you want from the tavern?
Beer. Water, hops, barley. That touch of genius. Nectar of the gods. Oh, now I really need a drink.
So, I have to go.
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
He didn't deserve that.
I brought your beer.
Ah, that's what I need. About time, too.
And so here's where you give me my reward.
Your reward was getting in through that gate. Be grateful.
Letting people in is your job.
So is keeping people out. I give the word and you'll never get in here.
I don't want trouble.
Good. I thought you might see sense. And seeing as you played by the rules, I'll put in a word for you with the boss man himself. Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows. You need pledges if you want promotion, and we need reliable people in our clan. Of course, giving you my word would be a pretty big favor. So if I did that, I'd probably need a favor in return. Say, in the form of shards.
I'm not paying for your word.
You're not paying for a word. You're paying for a chance. Always better to be part of a team. Then we can watch each other's backs. After all, it's my job as a guard to keep people safe.
This area's restricted. No entry.
What is this place?
This is the pit. Any ELEX, any forbidden technology that comes into Goliath, this is where it's kept. Move along there. Move along. No entry. You'll need authorization to get in here.
How do you get anything done without technology?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected ELEX technology. And as you can see around you, we have done fine without it. A clean life. Life as it was before the comet. Life grown from mana. Now, that's a better use for ELEX than building devices. So we collect technology, extract the ELEX from it, and throw the scrap into the pit.
So you extract ELEX just like the Alps?
You're comparing us to those inhuman creatures? Those monsters throw people into their converters. Alive or dead, it doesn't matter to them. We cure the soil of ELEX's poison and use it for healing. You will find our healers on the upper ring. They'll show you how we use its power.
Why not do this and use technology?
You sound like one of those technophiles, looking forward and not knowing their history. Listen, there are books from the Great Fall that say there were other ways to power machines, but that most of them poisoned the air and the soil. And so, Amric and the Forefathers decreed that all technology that poisoned our world should be forbidden. And, right at the time machines were forsworn, and we started to make Magalan pure again, mana was given to us. Magic is nature's reward for our rejection of technology. And if you have magic, why would you want technology? So the Alps pump ELEX into themselves, the clerics feed it to machines, and we transmute it into magic.
Surely technology makes life easier.
Such is temptation. The Alps take ELEX. They get stronger, but what have they become?
Victorious. They're beating you.
In the short term. They don't even know what they're fighting for. How can they ever be victorious if they let themselves become machines? They have a love of ELEX, a need for it, but as to why? If we knew that, perhaps we could talk with them. But they have retreated into Zakor, only to be seen when they come to kill. And they're changing, becoming less human. While our mana helps us cast magic, it's toxic to the Alps.
But Alps can cast magic.
Yes. Yes, now there is something I don't understand.
If ELEX is so bad, why do you trade using Elexit?
You mean, why not turn it into mana?
It's ELEX, isn't it?
Yes, but the concentration in it is just too low to produce mana. Maybe one day we'll manage it, but until then, it's useful. Everyone spends it, so we do too. I'm glad it's the Pilgrim and the Warlord who have to decide all these things. It makes my head hurt.
So, you won't be confiscating my Elexit?
Oh, we need as much of it as possible to buy the things we need. So please, trade while you're here.
No, not now. No, not now. No, not now.
Don't try anything.
Were you trying to get me pissed?
Analyzing. System error. Assistance needed. Maintenance protocol required. Eliminate. Remove. Analyzing. System error. Assistance needed. Maintenance protocol required. Eliminate. Remove. Analyzing. System error. Assistance needed. Maintenance protocol required. Eliminate. Remove. Analyzing. System error. Assistance needed. Maintenance protocol required. Eliminate. Remove. Analyzing. System error. Assistance needed. Maintenance protocol required. Eliminate. Remove. Analyzing. System.
You four? What are you doing here? You were supposed to have remained with me. Why did you leave the crash site?
Survival Protocol 7. Commander presumed dead. UFO unit attempted return to repair station.
But instead you were found by the Berserkers? You're lucky you haven't been dismantled for your ELEX. Are you able to come with me?
System error. Failure of. Failure of. System error.
Identify system error.
Analyzing. Minor damage to primary systems. Defense system and weapons are offline. Primary control system impaired.
Can you repair yourself?
Analyzing. Negative. No repair possible at this location.
Yeah, that would be too easy. What do you need to complete repairs? This location isn't safe.
Identifying. Nearest automated repair station is in North Abessa.
Then go. But you four, you are not to report on my status. If asked about me, state that I died in the crash. I will meet you at the repair station in Abessa.
will kill you.
Find someone else to talk to.
I'm watching you. Don't do something stupid.
Another incomer. Are you here to trade, fight, or just add another mouth to the masses? Because unless we get help, I don't know how we're gonna keep feeding the people we've already got here. They are supposed to be able to conjure stuff up with their magic, but can they do that with supplies? Can they magic up the food we need? No, they can't.
It doesn't sound like you're getting the help you deserve.
Don't pretend like you feel sorry for me. People like you are only interested in the power that comes from magic, not the problems of common folk. But then, what does magic do for me when I'm hungry? In any case, I won't let myself be deceived. Even if our magic can protect us from what is out there, it is no replacement for a full stomach.
What do you have to trade?
You can take a look at our stock. The selection is more limited than I'd like, but it's what we have. Of course, if we weren't besieged by outlaws, albs, and we're still pen-pushing bureaucrats, I could offer you more.
I need better weapons and armor.
I can't help you there. You can only get that sort of thing from our blacksmith. But he'll only sell to berserkers. And even if you're a berserker of the right rank, he will make sure it costs you.
How much?
A good few shards for sure. But if you've worked your way up through the ranks to be eligible, you should have earned a lot on the way. And the more hands we have working in Goliath, the more chance I have of getting the help I need.
Teach me something.
Of course.
I have to go.
Stop messing around with that technology, will you?
It sounds like you have a problem.
Oh, I wish it was only one. But let's start with the Ison clan promising me regular deliveries from the Valley of the Damned, and then failing to get them for me. It's time Master Thorald returned from his retreat to put this right. But like everyone else, it seems like he has plans greater than, say, making sure everyone gets fed. If we don't get that food, we'll be living on hope and fresh air. Then, why should you care if our warlords don't?
Can I help?
You? Well, I'm not one to turn down that sort of offer. My only motive is to keep people fed. If I'm going to achieve that, I need someone to talk to Angrim. I need someone to persuade him how serious the situation is. These warriors seem to think that fighting is the only thing that matters. But let's see them try fighting when they've not eaten for a week. Can you tell Angrim that's how bad it is? That if we don't start getting boxes of supplies, then the only thing he'll have to eat is boxes.
I will speak to Angrim for you.
Thank you. My hunters are doing their best, but we can't get by without those food supplies from the valley.
Can we trade?
Look around. Tell me what you need.
can I find this Master Thorold?
Pilgrim has been gone for so long, I'm not sure anyone knows where he is. He announced that he needed to go into retreat for some higher purpose, and that was it. He left. All we know is that his leaving had something to do with ELEX and mana. But what exactly... I don't think anyone knows.
It sounds like these supply problems are getting you down.
No guards for escorting the supplies here or to distribute them afterwards. Outlaws and clerics stealing some of what we do send.
Yes, it's not just you. I had my armor stolen by an outlaw.
Outlaws. The one thing you can trust them to do is to steal things.
And do you know where they take the things they've stolen?
Well, if they're true outlaws, there is only one place they'll take them. Straight to Tavar and a share of the profit.
Interesting to know.
Gunfast. What news from the fields?
I've heard that. You hear Yora's still looking for volunteers to go up to the converter?
Good luck to him. I don't know anyone.
Everything was better earlier, but still, have to keep going, don't you? Yeah.
You're the second person to tell me that today.
Is that so?
Do you know if Ragnar sent out a search party yet?
Oh yeah. Ragnar's always
Someone has to leave this
gun
slob.
Are you looking for something?
Tell me. Why do you use such old weapons?
What? You think you can't kill someone with a sword? You don't need ELEX weapons to survive. You ask the elves. Their technology against our magic, and they're the ones in the ground.
Maybe the Berserkers just got lucky.
Ha! Are you one of those people that looks at a shiny gun and thinks it's progress? ELEX rots whatever it touches. Look at the elves. They might as well be mutants. They're unnatural.
Leather armor can't stop energy weapons.
Oh, of course it can. It's magic. Nature is magic. Real magic. Took the comet for people to realize that. So, that's what we do here. We work with nature. Nature gives us mana, and mana gives us magic.
Idan is different to the other places I've been.
Well, there you have me beaten. I've never left Idan, but from what I've been told, the comet scorched the ground and what didn't die was poisoned by ELEX. It's only here that the world is growing again. Generations of berserkers have worked hard to make this place. And now we have the World Hearts. The other lands should be welcoming us. They should be begging us to come and heal the world instead of attacking us.
Have you heard anything about the elves recently?
Well, it said that they were very active a few days ago. One of them elves, Calyx, they say, seemed to be very interested in the old observatory in the mountains up there to the west.
Calyx. Do you know where he is now?
He and his troops went north. Pity. He made it out just before the force sent after him got there. Must have had a fright. There've been no more elves seen since then.
Do you know where in the north he's gone?
I don't really get any news from past the first border region up there in the highlands of Abessa. There's not many berserkers prepared to venture far into the Icelands. Hardly anyone who's seen the Ice Palace has returned alive.
Do you know anyone who made it all the way down to the Ice Palace?
Not that is still alive. There were a few warriors, but we lost them in the last attack.
come with me.
Ah, incomer. It would be good to talk later and hear your news.
With all the wounded there, are you in need of medical supplies? It'll take time to prepare them, I'm afraid. With all the fighting, we haven't any stocks left.
Do you help everyone who asks?
It is a healer's duty, especially in these times of war. And it is needed, bitterly. Which is what I have heard from everyone we picked up. Terrible. I wish I could offer aid to all those in need. But it seems not even our magic helps us keep up with supplies.
You must hear a lot about what's going on.
I don't need to hear. I get to see the results. The magic the Albs are using is so destructive. Somehow they're managing to use pure ELEX, and it makes me fear for our warriors.
It's more powerful than Berserker magic?
It's more destructive. With the damage it's causing, I can't believe it isn't tearing the Albs apart too. It must hurt them.
Hurt? Yes. But they're trained to reject emotions and feelings.
Yes. They say ELEX makes machines of men, but I have heard there are Albs who have escaped their addiction. I wish I could meet one. Knowing what they feel might help me assist others to overcome their addiction.
What do you know about ELEX withdrawal?
I met an Alb separatist. He was brought in as a prisoner. His external wounds weren't so bad, but internally, emotionally, he was trying to cope with all those withdrawal symptoms, and at the same time he was rediscovering his emotions. All that pain, all that confusion.
What happened to him? Where is he?
He died. It was all just too much. I wish I could have learned more from him. If he could leave, so could others. Maybe that could offer hope to us all.
That's more of a reason. If we keep doing the same things, this war won't end.
Nothing we can do will end this war.
There's nothing for you here, so why don't you
that
just
the
leave?
warlords haven't done already.
We can take a risk. Isn't it more...
Welcome, incomer. I hope you are being treated well. Goliath has always opened its doors to those who need shelter. But these are hard times, and war grows suspicions. As for me, I think the Free People should work together in this war with the Elves.
Will I have trouble here?
It will mostly be talk. People gossip about incomers. If you want the people here to trust you, then help them. Once they do, they will open their doors to you. You will have a place to stay. A chance to become one of us. And they will likely reward you for your trouble. We Berserkers believe in second chances. It's your choice whether you take that chance or not.
Who are you?
I am Cormag, warlord of the Hammer Clan. Each of the clans has its own calling, and ours is magic. A gift given to us in our time of need. Proof that this planet needed a guardian, and that it chose us. We can channel power through our bodies, and battle the machines of the clerics. The power mana gives us seems limitless. And yet, it seems so normal now, doesn't it? It's hard to remember that magic is only a generation old. We have only just started our study of it. And the Hammer Clan has made that study our purpose.
Teach me something.
Sure. You know technology is forbidden by law here.
Did someone tell you could come in here?
I will notice if anything goes missing, all right?
You should leave, okay?
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by Warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Edan. But if Ragnar's right, then it must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotting up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Irdor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Irdor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track him down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.